Hey everybody, it's your friendly neighborhood therapist Alfonso, and just headed out to the mall to pick up something. Have a black tie affair tomorrow, so I have to make sure that my tux is right for the occasion. I want to come back and talk to you guys about something. I'm going to talk about this from a general perspective, but also specifically from the male perspective, and that is when there's been infidelity in a committed relationship. So you guys hold on. I'm going to come back with something because I really want to get your thoughts on it. Be right back. Hey, you guys, I wanted to talk about something that I've honestly been dealing with this my entire career. Oh my God, it's been going on 30 years now. Just doesn't seem to be that long. Where in the world has time gone? But I want to speak about what infidelity does to a relationship. And as I said in the beginning piece, I am not differentiating whether infidelity is right or wrong for a man versus a woman. Anytime you're in a committed relationship, there should be that fidelity. There should be that understanding that we are exclusive. We are in it to win it. There really is no I in team. Over the course of my career, I've learned how certain things can happen that can have a profound impact on individuals. Today, I'm going to just talk about the impact that it has on men. Whenever I have an opportunity to do therapy for couples, and when I do trainings, I've been blessed to do trainings literally around the country. Whenever I'm doing relationship counseling, as a man, I'm obviously going to identify more personally with how it impacts men. But I tell the ladies that I treat that there are some core principles that govern how men kind of matriculate through this world, through this life. I guess I'm speaking more specifically about the United States. A man's number one need is respect. His number one desire is to feel needed. His number one fear is to give his heart to a woman and a woman breaks it. His number one want is peace. I want to talk about that part today that deals with trust. Dr. Gary Chapman's book has sold millions of copies. It talks about the 5 love languages. You guys know what they are: the quality of time, quantity, acts of service, words of affirmation, and I forget the last one. But I say a man's love language is typically that of trust. What happens when infidelity infiltrates a committed relationship when that woman has cheated? I'm not suggesting, I want to make sure I say this several times, I'm not suggesting that a woman is not impacted by it. I am educating you, ladies, on what that experience is like for a man. Because men have this profound need to be able to trust, this profound fear of giving their hearts to somebody who will break it. When infidelity comes into a relationship, a heteronorm relationship, man and woman, when that woman cheats, as I've tried to explain to my patients, my couples over the years, it's not just an issue of that man forgiving her. It's not just an issue of whether or not the marriage can work. Cheating in a relationship for a man, it breaks a certain part of him because we are able to love when we are able to trust. I know men say all the time, hey, I love you, or so on and so forth. Yeah, we get that. Men don't need love like that. Men need respect. Men need to feel like they can trust you. And when you don't love a man, it hurts him. But when a man can't trust you, it breaks him. And I have these couples that I've been treating literally going on 3 decades now, trying to help the woman to understand when you say, but Mr. Lewis, Alfonso, Doc, Rev, all the terms that I'm called, when women cheat, men rake them over the coals. Yeah, that's why I said I'm not saying that it's right when a man does it, it's wrong when a woman does it. I'm once again trying to educate you into the psyche of a man, of how when infidelity comes in that marriage, he doesn't love the same because he loves through that venue of trust, that venue of respect. And when that trust is broken, it changes that man so that he almost never shows back up in the relationship the same way, because now he has to test the waters of trust, not about love or anything else, but that man feels different. And as a result, he feels differently. As a result of that, a man finds it very difficult not to forgive, not to forget, but to enter back into a trusting relationship. And when that man can't trust you, you're going to see an iteration of him, a version of him. You're going to see him become this person who will really have an edge there. When you talk to him, when you're intimating with him, you're going to notice that there is an edge to him that wasn't there before. Why? It's because as much as he loves you, he looks at you and he is burdened with these thoughts, these intrusive thoughts of not can I love you again or like you again, but can I trust you again? And the dichotomy here is that you have certain men who will love you again, but can't trust you again, who can't stand to look at you, but can't stand to be without you. And that man is now trying to navigate his way through this emotional landscape where you have done the worst thing to a man that anybody could do, short of killing him. And yet I can't leave you because I care so much about you. And that's why it's perpetually, how could you not do this to us? How could you do this to me? What is to do this to me? How could you put me in this space where I want to love you, but I can't trust you? But as I tell women all the time, you could never understand that if that man didn't tell you that I love through respect. I love through trust. And when I say love, I don't just mean that, oh, love you too. I mean that, no, you have my heart. It's you and I, you and me, us never part. A man doesn't get back there quickly because he's trying to decide whether he can be with you, whether he can fall back that deep in love with you, but moreover, whether he can trust you again. That's why that man may take something as simple as you being late coming home from work as a potential sign of maybe I can't trust her again after all. It's not right. It's just what it is. It's so important, ladies, to understand that when there's infidelity in a relationship, that man is not struggling with whether to like you again, with whether to love you again, or whether to make love to you or anything else. The struggle is, do I give my trust? Because we really are one-hit wonders. And when I say love, I don't just mean that, oh, love you too. I mean that, no, you have my heart. It's you and I, you and me, us never part. A man doesn't get back there quickly because he's trying to decide whether he can be with you, whether he can fall back that deep in love with you, but moreover, whether he can trust you again. That's why that man may take something as simple as you being late coming home from work as a potential sign of maybe I can't trust her again after all. It's not right. It's just what it is. It's so important, ladies, to understand that when there's infidelity in a relationship, that man is not struggling with whether to like you again, with whether to love you again, or whether to make love to you or anything else. The struggle is, do I give my trust? Because we really are one-hit wonders. We really are like one time, if it's violated, then we can't get back there rather quickly. That man is looking at you and saying, I gave it to you before, and you didn't understand how fragile it was. Now I'm trying to determine whether I can give it to you again. The reality is that, yes, he can. It's whether or not that man wants to go through that pain again. And when he looks at you and you represent everything that he really wants, and he's now torn, do I go back not in love with her and like with her or in lust with her, is do I go back in trust with her because of how deeply men hurt. I say this jokingly all the time, but it's true. A woman gets cheated on, and it's hard to hear, but that woman is going to think about so many different things before she decides to pull the trigger on that relationship. Because with that woman is, how could you do this to us? We built something beautiful together. We have a family. For that man is, how could you do this to me? I gave you the essence of who I am and you violated it. And now I can't feel the same as a man, because the man code, as we always talk about, is that I can't give you 2 times to hurt me again. But dang it, I love you so much. I feel so intimated with you spiritually, emotionally. I can't stand to look at you, but I can't stand the thought of never seeing you again. So how do I navigate this terrain? It takes a long time to get there. And as I tell the couples that I train on a regular basis, tell the ladies that I talk to on a regular basis, he can get there. But when you say, Mr. Lewis, it's been 20 years ago, it's been 25 years ago, and I still feel like I'm checking in. Yeah, that's the price that you pay when you're in a relationship with a man, based upon how we are wired and what that affair, what that cheating does to him. That man wants to love you again. He just has to look in the mirror and like the person he sees looking back at him, who is saying, man, you need to just leave that alone. But he's telling that person in the mirror, that man in the mirror, but I still love her. I just don't know how to do this in this relationship and not trust. As I tell the guys on a regular basis, don't try to fix you while trying to fix the relationship. You need to step apart. I don't mean step apart from the relationship. I'm saying you need to do the work to help you figure out, how do you get back at your best? How do you give that woman your best again, while that distrust is constantly knocking on the door saying, don't do this, don't do this. I really want you guys to know, I want ladies especially to know, it's not that that man doesn't want to be with you again. It's that he doesn't know how to be with you and not have such a short leash. Because in our minds, if I can see you all the time, if I can talk to you all the time, then you can't cheat on me again. AKA, you can't break me again. You can't take me down from what it feels like to be a man again. Now, that's why I need to see you so often. That's why I can read more into something that's pretty benign, pretty innocuous. Once again, I'm not saying that it's better for a woman than it is for a man. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just letting you know how men emotionally get through, or what it's like for a man emotionally when there has been cheating in a relationship. And ironically enough, if you really want to know the measure of how much that man really loves you, for us, it's when we stay in that relationship and deal with the pain, take the pain of living every day wondering if she's cheating on me again, yet knowing I can't live without her. I can't be my best self without her. Ladies, you may not understand it, but trust in a relationship for a man is almost as vital as the air that we breathe. You don't have to believe it. Just understand that this is why it's so hard for a man to move beyond it. It violates the man code. And that man code is, you never let one woman hurt you twice in the same way. Yet when that man chooses to stay in the relationship, he's going against that code, and he is going against what he feels innately is the truth. And that is that you'll do it again. It has to get to a point where he understands, he believes that you are really sorry for what happened, and that you never intended not just to hurt him, but you never intended to break his spirit as a man. Hey, you guys, do me a favor. If you like or dislike this, do me a favor and leave me a message down in the comment section. I really do love interacting with my subscribers. And even if you're not a subscriber, consider subscribing to the channel. I'm going to throw a video up here. I'm not sure, maybe a video on how to know, ladies, when that man is really into you, or it might be a video on, ladies, for you.
Caution, pothole.
I hear you. To stop hurting that man with the words that you say to him. Like and subscribe to the channel. The video is going to be right here. And if you can like and subscribe to the channel right over here, I would really appreciate it. Hey, this is your friendly neighborhood therapist, Alfonso. I really do love you. Do one more thing for me. On purpose. If it's not today, make it something that you do tomorrow. On purpose, try to reach down and help pick somebody else up, and somebody who can't do anything for you in return. Hey, you guys be blessed. Take care. Love you.